For the AFL Hunter Central Coast, this is the Mark and the Mike podcast with Oliver Croft.
G'day and welcome to the Mark and the Mike. I'm Ollie Croft and today we're coming to you from inside the Lake Macquarie Dockers clubhouse. Joining me is a man who has played football across the country for a number of different clubs, but now finds himself leading the mighty Lake Macquarie Dockers as captain. It's Jimmy Seidel. This is part 2 of episode 22 with Jimmy Seidel. All right, Jimmy, let's get to know you a little bit more. So you obviously captain of the Lake Macquarie Dockers. And usually when I've got a podcast, I know who I'm getting, but I'll do some research to go, okay, this guy, kicks a heap of goals and, has been captain at this club or played in AFL Sydney or whatever. So, I researched you on Play HQ and I got to the list of teams you'd played for and I was amazed at how many clubs you had played for, even if only for a game or two. Yeah. That's the list there. Now, I'm gonna read them out, but you tell me if I've missed any off. So, Bribie Island.
Yep.
The Marcelin Old Collegians Eagles. The Moreton Bay Lions or the Caboolture.
Yeah, that's them.
Nice.
Yep, home of Keith Urban.
Oh, nice. So, because they changed their name, didn't they?
Yeah, so it was Caboolture and then changed to Moreton Bay. Got a massive development, went in down the road and it's hosted AFL pre-season games. It hosts AFLW games now there. It's incredible. Wow. But a part of that, it was changing the name to Moreton Bay because the council put in a lot of money and it's the Moreton Bay Council and blah, blah, blah. But that's, if someone says to you, what footy club did you come from or what was your there, that's sort of like home base.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Ferny Grove Falcons, Moreton Bay, Lake Macquarie, which is the clubhouse which is in there now, Bathurst Bush Rangers, so we're getting west and a little bit south.
The Bushies.
Wyong Lakes Magpies, that's interesting because that's an AFL Cup game.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a taste for it, I like it. The Zilmere Eagles, Gosford Tigers, now they're not around anymore. We're going to unpack all this a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Federal Demons.
Yeah, our mighty Feddies, yeah.
What's that, Northern Territory, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alice Springs, yeah.
Wow, so have I missed anyone off that?
Wilston Grange.
Wilston Grange, yep. Sorry.
Yeah, that's another one. I think that's it. I'm trying to remember. The major ones are definitely there.
Do you get a fine for this, for being at all these clubs?
Oh, yeah. $10 for each one. I'll be broke. No, so I'm going to lean over and look at your list here. So,
no worries.
So Wilston Grange in the QAFL, that was what an incredible opportunity, and ended up doing some coaching there. Working under Brent Maloney, who was he played for the Brisbane Lions, Melbourne Demons and Geelong, not in that order. I actually did it in the wrong order, reverse order. And he was actually, do you remember the Miracle on Grass game where Brisbane Lions came back from 52 points down? I know.
I don't follow that club, sorry mate.
Yeah, well, 2013 Miracle on Grass. You go and look it up. Brent Maloney absolutely dominates the last quarter anyway, as he would tell us. The Bribie Island, so I think I only played a game there or something. I was just filling in. I used to coach a junior team there once, just out of the goodness of my heart. That was when I was a real young fella. Marcelin Old Collegian, so an old coach of mine just came and asked me to fill in one night, and I got caught there for a couple of years. It was just a Friday night comp, a bit of fun. Moreton Bay Lions, as I said, that was home. Ferny Grove, I just filled in for them for one game, so they don't count. Moreton Bay again.
You filled in for one game.
Yeah. Lake Macquarie. Bathurst Bush Rangers, I filled in for one game earlier in the year with my great mate Sammy Shipley, who's also plays here. And we went out there for one game and they got beaten by Dubbo, I think it was, by about 70 points 3 weeks earlier. And then we came and played and we lost by 10 points, but geez, we were in it. It was unreal. I don't want to bore everyone with every...
No, we love these sorts of stories. This is what we like. There was a fun fact about Gosford Tigers.
Yes,
we'll come back
was.
to Zilmere in a minute.
All right, so the Gosford Tigers, so they're not around anymore, unfortunately. I don't know if they're still on pause or what the go is, but if they were never to return, I played in their last ever victory as a club.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so me, Tyler Chisholm, who probably the best footballer I've ever played with. He plays here at Lake Macquarie. Scotty Markwick, another gun who's currently in London, but we'll get him back. And Josh Bell. We all went out and because there was washouts and buys and whatever, and we played one game in 6 weeks. And so Gosford was short playing at Maitland and said, yeah, we'll go and play. And we won by 3 points or something, 4 points. I have to go back and check. It was only a goal. And beat Maitland. It was Gosford's last ever win as a club before they folded. So an interesting one-game cameo.
Yeah, wow.
So that was that one. Wyland Lakes went and played Cup.
This year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was this year. Yeah, they just not short so much, but they knew that a couple of guys from Macquarie that were really keen to play Cup put the word out. They didn't have as many guys. There's guys playing Shield who didn't really feel up to playing Cup, and luckily enough, myself and Sam Shipley again got invited by Simon Smythe to just come and have a run. So we did it and really enjoyed it. I think Sam actually got in the best. So
oh wow, awesome.
I had a stinker, but Sam did well. Zilmere Eagles played one game there. My mother had a bit of a health episode about 18 months ago, and I thought she hasn't seen me play football since I was about 10. So we had a bye, and I went up there, and Zilmere Eagles were they're like 200 metres from her house.
Yep.
So I just went down there and said, you got a spot in your resis? And luckily enough, a couple of boys that I knew from Moreton Bay were playing there, and they just said, come play resis, and we had a bit of fun that day. So if there's somewhere to have a kick, I will go and do it. If someone's short, I'll go and play. That's a great
mentality. Great mentality.
I just love the game. It's great. And some people think I'm a bit weird, and I think to some of the older guys around football, sometimes they don't like it. I'm one of those. I'm one of those people that I'm not interested in the fights and the rah-rah and I love having fun out there playing football. I love winning as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm super competitive, but I've got great relationships all over the league because I just try and really pride myself on just being decent all the time. My grandfather used to say to me all the time, just be decent, because if everything else goes wrong, you've always got that to stand on, that, well, I did it the right way, even if it doesn't go right for you, so to speak. And, so that's the way I try and play. So I'll tackle guys and I'll help them up. It's no, I'm not really into the, trying to be in their face all the time or, hyper aggressive. There's a time and a place for it, but is it local footy at the Hunter Central Coast? Probably not. Yeah. And so, but it's afforded me great relationships, and those clubs have all been so welcoming to me, and I really enjoy that about football. So
it's amazing.
Thanks. It got deeper than I thought it would.
No, you're right. Like that's so good to hear someone like yourself talk so honestly about that, and it sounds like you've got such an amazing mentality around that. So that's an amazing list, and as you said, some of those clubs have just been for one game or so, but no doubt it shows your experience with it all. So can I ask, where did you sort of grow up? Where did it start? What footy club did it start at?
Yeah, well, that was the Caboolture Lions. So that's where it all started. The old clubhouse behind the historical village, Alexander Bar Oval, as they call it. Yeah. And it was put on the old Caboolture dump. It was an interesting ground. It was bigger than the MCG. It was huge, in size. It was massive. Just learned heaps there. I was a late bloomer in football. I didn't do much until I hit puberty. I went from being, finding it hard to get a touch, to 2 years later being the captain of the under-16 side, just so quickly. Just puberty and size and realising stuff and all that. So, but there's a lot of people that were really patient with me back then, and really grateful for those. One that sticks out in my mind, my under-16s coach, Ronnie Keating. He was great to me. Scott Graham, just so many good people at that club that helped me out. And I haven't given up hope. Maybe one day I'll be able to go and play a Resi's game there or a Masters game or something when I get old enough.
Yeah, awesome. It's
It'd
awesome.
be good to go back.
Can I ask if you had played any other sports, just out of curiosity?
I was one of those kids that I'd play every sport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
was there a sport you hated then?
Golf. Does golf count?
Golf counts. I wasn't expecting that. Usually I'm rugby league, they take all our ovals and that. Jimmy hates golf.
Golf. What's going on? I don't know. I don't even see it as a sport. Come on. It's so controlled and, just ball on the ground, hit it, go for a drive, hit the next one, off the spot, no moving parts. Doesn't do it for me. Sorry to all the golf lovers.
So I'm curious now, so when you see people, because I often see them at Tacooba having a tee off from the centre square, how does that make you feel?
Well, you know what? If I don't see it, I don't care. Whatever, you do your thing. If you don't interrupt me, live and let live. But when I'm out there running and I almost trip over on a golf ball, what's that? Bloody golfers, like just pick up your golf balls. Like, how hard is it? Like, the only exercise in golf is the walk to your ball, and you're not even doing that. You're just leaving the ball in situ. What are you doing? Just leaving it out there on the ground for me to run on. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Good fun. It's another Happy Gilmore fan.
I do love Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Okay.
He brings a bit of the aggro we need in the golf.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So, sorry, coming back to the clubs that you played for, any particular grand final wins with any of them? Or all of them?
I've got some junior premierships, which were great. Under 14s, under 16s. We had an under 16s grand final where we were down by 3 goals or something at 3/4 time, and Charlie Driffield and Hayden Jeffrey, 2 really, really good footballers, got a hold of the game and just took over, and it was good just to witness it. And be part of it. So that was a great one. We had a grand final playing for Marcelin. It was my only senior grand final that I played in, and we were neck and neck with Bribie Island all year, and then in the grand final we were 32 points down in the last quarter, and then we got within 4, had a shot from 20 metres out to go in front with 3 minutes left on the clock, and I won't name him because that would be mean, but he's a great man. He knows who he is if he listens, and he kicked it out of bounds on the full. And then they went end to end, coast to coast, kicked the goal to seal the granny, and that was heartbreaking. Our coach's dad died during the week. We were a really tight club with we knew his sons really well, the coach's sons, we knew the family well, so we were just so inspired to try and play for him that week, and just come up short. Would have been a fairy tale if we got it done, but at Demons I was a playing assistant coach, Federal Demons, and we won the reserve grade flag that year, but I didn't play in it, so I can't really claim it, but they're a great footy club. There's a guy there at Federal Demons called David Thomas, and everything I learnt from him about how to bring a football club together, how to unite people, culture, it's just absolutely brilliant. Just one of the best ever. So learnt the lessons that I got from the Federal Demons are some of the best ones that I've gotten about football. Just about treating people the right way, creating a community, and whether you're the last pick guy in the reserves or the captain of the seniors, you're still just a person, and you still deserve the same respect and love and care from a footy club.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty powerful, hey?
Yeah, well, I think that's the best part of footy, isn't it? The social belonging. Yeah,
it is. It really is. So, you've seen a lot of footy clubs over the years. What makes the Dockers different, special compared to some of those other ones?
Yeah, I think my favourite thing about Lake Macquarie Dockers is we are the battler. We're the underdog, and we take the title seriously. We embrace it. We embrace being the underdog and the battler. I think sometimes I do worry about it holding us back from sometimes having that mindset of we have to be the battler and the underdog. But it serves us really well with the way that we carry ourselves, the way that it keeps our club together. As I said earlier, the casino night people put in, everyone knows that they have to contribute, and it creates such a great culture at the club. So I really love that. I mean, all through pre-season, our senior team just kept saying, hard to beat, and that was our sort of motivation. We're doing 400s and stuff, and we just, come on boys, we've got to be hard to beat. So if it's not always about winning the premiership, it's at least that people come to Tolkabar and they go, geez, they're hard to beat. They compete.
Yeah, wow. Perfect. I love that mindset, and I know as a Brisbane Lions fan, this will make you really happy because I've paid attention. But when the Lions come out, they even brought it to the MCG a couple of weekends ago. They bring the boxing gloves on the door.
Yeah.
Do you guys have something like, do you have a dog spray painted on your change room wall or something? I'm not sure, but...
I actually I stole it off Chris Fagan. I tried to bring the boxing gloves here once, and we did it for a couple of games. It didn't catch on quite the same, but at the moment, I'll show you after this podcast.
Yeah.
But we've got a little thing that I made up. It's real home brand stuff, just a Kmart laminator, but it's just our colours. It says undeniable, and then it's got our values written underneath it. And so, especially at our 16s level at the moment, we're talking a lot about it, but we're starting to bring it into our seniors. It's just about our actions becoming undeniable. Like, leave no room for anyone to think otherwise of you. Like, we talk about the RIB in our senior men's team, which is respect, integrity, and brotherhood. And those are our three values that we define ourselves by. And then it's about making those values undeniable. Like, are you doing everything in your power? Like, if you had to tackle someone and get holding the ball and then you shove their head into the ground or you push them or whatever to say, yeah, I'm awesome, and then take the ball for your kick, even if the umpire doesn't pull you up or the umpire doesn't see it, is it undeniable that you're respectful? No. Exactly. So it's about making yourself undeniable. Not just a matter of not getting caught, it's about not doing it and actually living to your values. We talk about, and our coach Aaron loves bringing it up with integrity, the old shopping trolley test. Do you put your shopping trolley back after you shop? Do you put it in the bays that it's meant to be in? Or do you just leave it by your car?
Well, it depends if I'm in a rush to get the footy. That's
But that's it. Like, I don't want to put you on the spot. You do what you like. But we talk about...
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we absolutely talk about, again, just because no one sees it doesn't mean that you have integrity because no one saw you not do it. You don't have integrity. Or at the very least, you could deny that person has integrity as an outsider. Whereas if you just put your trolley back, it's undeniable. It doesn't matter. Did someone see it? Did someone not? Doesn't matter. You did it.
Yeah.
So you are that. And the same thing with brotherhood. Are you truly being... And Tyler Chisholm does this really well in our footy club. He is one of those people where he will go and... if anyone talks about anyone else disparagingly to someone outside of our club or whatever, even if that person's not in the room, Chiz will stick up for you. And that's the sort of stuff that so making yourself undeniable. And with I'm rabbiting on, but with the 16s, same thing, but our values are just a little bit different. Gave them their own one, and basically the only different one is that instead of respect, they've got grit. So we talk about get big, which is brotherhood, integrity, and grit. And so it's the same thing. Is it undeniable, that you have those, grit, which is a little bit harder to define, but the boys love the word. But, are you winning the last quarters? If the game's going against you, if you're getting beaten, are you still competing? Are you still getting after it? Are you turning up to training? Are you playing through niggles where appropriate? All that kind of stuff. Do you have that in you? So it's all about just doing those values all the time, making yourself undeniable. And so we've got that in our change room as you're walking out. It's just got there undeniable and our values underneath it. And some players take notice of it, some don't. I just like to touch it on the way out, just as a reminder that, the most important thing is I uphold these three values today, and if we win, what a bonus.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's super powerful. Thank you for sharing, Jimmy, because obviously you are the coach of the 16 boys, so it really sounds like that you guys are building a really strong culture from a young age around here and doing it as appropriate as well. You're not like, oh, yeah, win, hit him hard, doesn't matter how we do it, as long as the win's there. It sounds like you've got a certain care and respect for your opponents, which is just a great culture to be building around a footy club. What's been your personal favourite with the Dockers, personal favourite moment with the Dockers so far this season? So, have you, I don't know, maybe kicked a goal from in front of the seats and later set up. I don't know. One really special moment we had this year was we played Port Stephens, and Port Stephens have been smashed with injury, so I feel for them. And they're like us, they're a standalone club in plate trying to get to the next level, and they've been smashed with injury. So, it sucks for them. And but Regan Connors and those boys do an exceptional job, and they'll be fine. And I'm excited for them for next year. But we had a really good game where we got a convincing victory, and
a young guy, a bloke in our side who plays in the All Abilities teams, like for New South Wales. He's been selected All-Australian 3 times, Damon Rowett, and we love him. He just brings so much energy and fun to our club, and he doesn't always get picked. We just want the best for him all the time, and that's why we're really, hopefully next year we can get 2 teams and he can consistently play footy. But when he gets out there and he gets his opportunity, he loves it, and he's a massive WWE fan as well.
Oh, nice.
So I've made this real effort to try and follow along WWE. I used to love it when I was a kid. I haven't really watched it lately, but I've tried to start following along again. And it's swept me in a little bit, especially with the documentary series that they've got, the Unreal series and whatever. So it swept me in a little bit. Anyway, my favourite is CM Punk, and he does this little cross celebration thing. So I went to Damo and I said that after a goal I'd do the cross thing for him. If he's on the ground, we'll celebrate it together. Anyway, that day I kicked 4 and he kicked 3. And we were doing CM Punk celebrations all day. It was never ending.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And but it was one of those moments, again, just bigger than football. What it meant for him, and the fun that we were having with that. Hard to beat those sort of moments. It was a lot of fun. And then now I'm even more invested in CM Punk.
Yeah. I love that. Look, Jimmy, thanks so much for your time today. Thanks for having us in the Lake Macquarie Dockers Clubhouse. It sounds like you guys are building a wonderful culture on and off the field, and look, obviously hitting some really key benchmarks in your progression towards cup, but having a fun time doing it. So really respect that, and sounds like you are really looking forward to getting out there on the weekend as usual.
Yeah, always, mate. Thanks for having me on. What you do for the league is brilliant. This stuff that you do.
Thank you,
if you didn't do it, no one would be doing it. So it's excellent. And I can't wait to see you on Fox Footy one day.
Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it.